And so, sir, it was an honest mistake, brought on by my client's damaged and deprived childhood, his wife running off with his best friend, and the recent sad death of his beloved mother.
Now, if I were you, I'd be pretty worried about that DJ's body language.
What body language?
He's feeling hostile, antagonistic, and he has a completely negative evaluation of everything you've just said.
Where'd you get all this nonsense?
I did a course in non-verbal communication. Now, if this were chimp society, the alpha male's telling you to adopt a submissive posture and present your buttocks.
I don't think so.
But didn't you say your client's mother had just died last time he was up in front of this DJ?
Yeah, but that was months ago.
You took your time.
Well, I'm not the duty, am I? And I don't know why I can't see my client down the station anyway.
Well, we haven't exactly arrested him yet, so you're needed on site.
Dunbar!
What's he on?
Crack cocaine, we think. Smashed up a squad car, took the neighbours next door hostage. He's now threatening to kill them unless he gets to speak to you, his lawyer, alone.
Cut you up like a pig!
No way. I'm not going anywhere near that lunatic. Give me a call when you got the cuffs on.
He's your client, and there's two very frightened old-age pensioners in there.
Oi, William. Want a fag, mate? I'll give you a fag, all right? Just let the old-age pensioner go, and you get a fag. Yeah? OK?
You're all right now?
I'll give you a light, William. I will. Just let the other one go too. Yeah? OK?
You's lucky, old man.
Go! Bring me arm. Just relax.
You a trained negotiator or just a trained arsehole?
John Stark, caught in possession of 27 grams of heroin with a street value of £2,500. So, he's looking at possession with intent and conspiracy to supply.
What's the discount for cooperating?
You might drop the conspiracy.
Oh, come on. Conspiracy with who?
Persons unknown.
Then how do you know they were conspiring?
I don't have to. Nor do they. I mean, wouldn't be much of a conspiracy, would it, if police knew all about it?
At least your boys with toys got a day out, eh?
Sandra asked me to remind you that you're 2 months behind with your maintenance.
What, here, now?
Well, it's never going to be a good time to mention these things.
No, because I'm in a bit of a slump. Perhaps if you arrested a few more criminals, I might be able to pay up.
Come on, you don't have to be rich to find £300 a month for your own daughter.
I tell you what rich is. Rich is when you're richer than your ex-wife's new partner.
Don't you worry about the effect all this acrimony's having on Laura. She's already threatening terrible things if you don't get a pony.
I can't afford one.
No. No, I don't expect you can.
I don't care you're more important than me. I don't care you earn more money. I don't even care that you drive a Lexus. The thing that gets me is, why'd you have to be so fat?
Because every time I fuck your wife, I eat a peanut.
I can't believe it. He puts my life in danger, then has the cheek to ask for maintenance.
So, how is the happy family?
Well, Sandra's not talking to me again. Neither is Laura, except to ask for a horse or threaten to kill herself if I don't buy her one.
She's self-harming?
Couple of nicks and a paracetamol.
Sounds to me like a cry for help.
No, she's bluffing. Always has to have her own way. Gets it from her mother, of course.
Maybe she's trying to transfer her feelings of rejection by you to an animal she knows can't reject her.
No. She was the same with her Barbies. We had the lot before she got bored with them. Disco Barbie, air hostess Barbie, princess Barbie, scuba diving Barbie, Ken, safari Ken, Ken's car. The only one I couldn't afford was divorced Barbie, because divorced Barbie gets all Ken's stuff, plus the house, the car, the shirt off his back. Anyway, it's not my lookout anymore, is it? You're going down. 5 stretch, 10 stretch, whatever I can get is going straight up your arse.
He's not going anywhere if a court hears on tape that his own lawyer is against him.
Why am I talking to a man that just threatened me with a machete? Why am I going to stand up in court and say, I entirely understand why he threatened me with a machete? He had a deprived childhood. Especially when the only thanks I'm ever going to get from him is another gob in the eye.
So do you want to withdraw from the case?
Do I, bollocks? Anything he asks, no comment. Then it goes up your arse.
I'm not a dealer. No, really. All you are celibate. It's the only way to buy your supply without robbing.
You're still looking at anything up to 4 years.
This is confidential, right?
Completely.
I've got a problem. I need someone to get my ARV medication.
You're HIV positive.
No. I've got full-blown AIDS and I'm on a cocktail. Only my CD4 count's dropping.
The only person who can administer that in here is the divisional surgeon.
No, because I tell them I've got AIDS and suddenly they're walking me into court wearing yellow diving suits. And the next thing I know, it's in a police computer and it's all over town.
Right.
Right. So what am I supposed to do?
In my opinion, you've got no real defence, so you might as well plead guilty and get bail now.
So I could go home, get my medication and not disclose I've got AIDS?
I think so.
Thank Christ for that. And I won't have to tell my girlfriend either.
Visitor. Hiya, can you tell us what's going on with John Stark and his partner, Johnny Moore?
He's admitting to possession with intent and should be out on bail shortly.
Looking at prison, isn't he?
I'm afraid so. Look, I've got to go to court.
No, you're all right. Your 11:15's been put back to 12:05. Don't know what we're going to do.
It must be hard living with a drug addict.
No, it was hard living with my ex. He used to beat me up and bash him. You know, we only got out, didn't we? Because John were prepared to stand up to him, give us somewhere safe to stay.
I understand.
No, you don't. Look, he's a good man. I don't want to lose him.
Right.
You're right. So if I can do what I say out in his defence, you just have to ask, right?
So you're pleading guilty to grievously wounding an assistant manager at McDonald's in Swinton. You got angry because there was no ketchup on your burger. The manager ran outside after ducking the coffee you threw at him. You followed, got in your car and ran him over. Is that about right?
It was an accident. I didn't know my foot were on pedal when I went over to put salt on my chips.
You accidentally ran him over twice.
I were having a bad day, weren't I?
Sir, my client was having a bad day. She just lost her job, her husband had left her for a close personal friend, and her beloved mother had recently died
Stop right there. I'm not sitting through this rubbish twice in 1 week.
What?
Move on, please, Mr. Dunbar.
Wait a minute, sir. The right of a lawyer to represent his client in any way he sees fit goes back to Magna Carta.
I don't care if it goes back to the Big Bang. If I hear another word from you about newly dead mothers, I'm going to cite you for contempt. In the meantime, we will adjourn till this afternoon to allow you to reconsider your mitigation for your client.
Oi, what's going on?
Shut up. You own a cat.
What?
I said, do you own a cat?
Yeah.
No DJ tells me what I can and cannot say. So if he wants a new mitigation, I'll give him a new mitigation. Any messages for me?
No. Oh, just some emails from your daughter. This one looks nice and it's only a few £100.
All I want to say in mitigation is my client owns a cat.
How is that relevant?
Well, naturally, you will want to consider the possibility of toxoplasmosis gondii.
Which is what, exactly?
A parasite associated with carnivora affecting up to 37% of UK cat owners.
Yeah, I still don't see the relevance.
Recent research in Denmark has linked toxoplasmosis gondii with road rage in humans and psychotic behaviour in rats. If indeed my client is infected with toxoplasmosis gondii, that fact will need to be taken into consideration before sentencing.
And just how would you suggest we establish this fact?
There is a simple test for infection which, if positive, would then be followed by psychiatric reports and testimony from the relevant expert scientific witnesses from Denmark.
That could set sentencing back 2 or 3 months.
Once we've got the results from the test.
I'm not going to let you get away with that, you know.
Why not?
Because it makes a mockery of the whole system.
It don't need me to do that, you blunkit.
She runs over a guy and you want to blame her cat?
Look, I take my car to the car wash. There's a sign on the wall saying, at your own risk, I park in the multi-storey car park. Not their responsibility. I take this suit to the dry cleaners. Same sign. You invade a country for reasons you now can't find. An honest mistake. Everywhere I look, people ain't responsible for anything. So why should criminals be any different?
And your guy with a machete. Has he got a cat too?
Look, my client's a scum, so they give me scummy excuses. I just dress them up a bit. It's called the English legal system. It's been around a few hundred years. You may have heard of it.
Listen, I've got a client with AIDS who hasn't told his girlfriend.
And you think you should tell her?
Someone might knowingly infect a nice woman with a kid with AIDS, and there's no excuse for that.
Oh, there's lots of excuses. Maybe he had a deprived childhood, the recent death of his mother.
I've heard that speech, remember?
Yeah, well, that's the problem with excuses. There's always too many of them. Maybe your guy's got a fistful of reasons for not telling his girlfriend he's got AIDS.
Would you believe any of them?
Who knows? But that's for a court to decide, not you. Unless you want to be reported to the Law Society.
So I can't tell her?
No. But you can tell the CPS when you're going for a plea bargain.
Why the hell would I want to do that?
Because saying your guy's only got months to live is about the best excuse there is for anything.
Your ex-wife's on the phone.
Well, tell her I'm out.
You tell her. Your daughter's in casualty.
Oh, well done.
I thought she was bluffing, OK?
Sandra's still in there. Laura's all right. Turns out she didn't take all the pills after all.
Can I go in?
No. She's sleeping it off and Sandra well.
Yeah, well, don't bother.
But we have booked you in to see a psychiatrist before Laura comes home.
Why do I need to see a psychiatrist? There's nothing wrong with me.
With Laura to work through some of your issues together.
So the man who's got nothing to do with anything is telling me to come back later, is he?
Yeah, I think that'd be best.
Look, I can't afford a horse, but this should cover a pony on loan for a few months.
Okay.
Then we'll see where we are. But it's not from me, right? It's from you.
And why would you want to do that?
Because in a siege situation, you don't give in to blackmail. Are you a trained negotiator? Or just a trained arsehole?